Now this is the type of creativity that makes a good intern. Hey everyone, welcome my fellow working class people. Welcome to Intern 101 with me, Carissa Fuller. And this will be a 4-part series on internships overall. I am a final year student of CARIMAC, and in your final year, you are required to take an internship course. So I don't remember the course title. But yeah, so you register for that internship course, and basically that time slot, you're supposed to work on a portfolio. I wonder what mine looks like. I completed my internship during third year. A lot of people have gotten jobs from their internships, so this is a really good thing to capitalize on, right? So, the interview. The first thing you want to keep in mind when you're going to an interview is to dress professionally. Wear light makeup, and of course, they'll tell you all the time that you need to research the place that you are going to. You don't want to go into the interview and not know anything about the organization. Know the basics. Go on their website, find their website, look up who is the founder of the organization, look up the head of the different departments, especially the department that you'd like to be placed in, if you don't already know what department you'll be placed in, because sometimes they'll tell you from CARIMAC, they'll let you know that this is the department that they want to put you in. So you can look that up. For those of you who aren't CARIMAC students, for my general working class public, the job placement, like you find it in the newspaper, or if you find it online, maybe they posted something on social media saying that they're looking for interns. Usually it will state it there in the ad itself, what department you'll be placed in, or what department they're looking to find interns for. So you can look out for that. Look them up some more on social media. They are very active on social media. Find out whatever you need to find out, their mission statement, their values, their core values, what is it that the company is about, and you can use these things in the interview to impress. Don't use language like that, especially in communications. They want people that know good English, proper, good queen English. Be very, very prepared for your interviews. Also, quick tip, don't forget to walk with your resumes. I didn't walk with my resume for my interview, but luckily enough for me, when I went for my interview, they actually had this paper that you write all your information on. It's like another resume basically, and it kind of worked out for me because there were stuff that I had on that piece of paper that my resume didn't have, and it helped to start good conversation between me and the interviewer. And fun fact, the interviewer can be anybody. For me, it was actually the boss of the company. Anything can happen when you are in the interview. They can ask you anything they want to ask you about. They ask you about your hobbies, they ask you about what you've been doing at school, even though they probably know already, but they want to hear it from you, what you have to offer in your own words. Look and sound confident, even if you don't know what to say. At the end of my interview, I actually got homework. This is something that I think we should all expect. So let me tell you a story. I was placed at this marketing agency called Monumental Partners. It was probably 1 year ago. I actually did a promotion with Monumental Partners because they do activations there too. It's a full IMC corporation. So they do marketing, they do PR, they do events and activations, and they do digital marketing. That was the department I was placed in, but we'll get there in a second. So I did a road tour with them, and that was fun. After the road tour ended, somebody that I had worked with on the tour called me and was like, hey, they're having some interviews here. Went to the interview, and in that interview, they actually gave me work to do. They had asked me a question like, how would I market a phone using social media, using digital media basically. And I did not know what to tell them. And I honestly, I did prepare for this interview, but in the interview I just kind of froze. I don't think quickly, and that is something that I was able to work on over time. But at the time, I was not good at thinking on my feet, and it kind of cost me the job. The answer that I gave them was insufficient. You know, when I came up with the best answer ever in life that nobody will ever find out about? On the bus on the way home. So be prepared for anything when you go into an interview. Do your homework. I don't know what it is, just be prepared always for anything, ever. So at the end of my interview, as I was saying earlier before I went off on a lovely tangent, I was given homework to do. What he asked me to do was to come up with a campaign for one of the brands and how I would run a campaign for them. So I did that. I did it in a PowerPoint presentation on Canva. Canva is a beautiful site, ladies and gentlemen. Use Canva for your resumes. Use Canva for presentations, for videos. Canva is a beautiful site. No, this video is not sponsored by Canva, though, you know, I wouldn't mind if it was. I started working in November, and when I asked my supervisor at the time like how long the internship would be, she said about 4 months. There are other companies that would have you just work for a month. So just roll with whatever the organization that you're placed in says. Alright, so now we're gonna head into our Q&A session. I asked you guys to follow me on Instagram at work_in_class. That's work_n_class. I asked you guys to tell me what were some questions that you guys had about internships in general. And here are just 2 questions that you guys asked me. I'm gonna answer for you. So one person asked, why bother with internships? Well, for anyone that is leaving university, heading into the working world, and you're not actually certain about going into the world of work, I think doing internships is definitely a great opportunity for you to learn more of the trade, gain some skills, gain some knowledge and insight, and just build up your confidence to say, you know, I can actually do this. I didn't just go through 3-4 years of university and come out looking like a clown. But it actually helps you to now think of where you actually want to be. Because suppose that kind of sad still, you know, say you probably go on the internship for the thing that you've been studying, and you're just realizing that, no, this is not work that I would want to do. So I would encourage anybody to do internships, not just when you're about to leave university, but do it right throughout, so you don't have to wait until the final stages. You can look for internships while you're in first year, while you're in second year. Do as many internships as you can. People complain that, you know, these companies out here are asking for how many years of experience. You can rack up some years of experience doing internships. You get to learn. It's just good for you, and hey, you can earn some money. So, the next question says, are all internships paid, and how can I know if I'll be paid before applying or whilst in the interview? Cool. So for CareMax students, you will be told if it is paid for or not. So my internship coordinator, he tells us, say, okay, this is the company, it's not paid or it is paid. Would you like to go there? Are you interested? He also gives you the job description. So yeah, internship coordinators, they usually either send it out by email or they'll tell you in person what it is. For those of you who aren't CareMax students and are looking for internships, I think I said it earlier, but in the ad itself, it usually says if it's paid or unpaid. And if it doesn't say, at the end of the interview, they will ask, do you have any questions? So I wouldn't say right off the bat, say, oh, am I getting paid for this? Am I getting paid for this? Am I getting paid for this? I don't encourage that, but have some questions in mind that you would like to ask, and then at the bottom of that list you have, I do have one more question. Will I be paid for this internship or given any type of stipend? And then they will tell you. So don't just Don't just not have any questions for them. That is an important question. I think they will understand that, you know, you're going to need bus fare, you're going to need to buy lunch. So my internship was paid. It was just a little stipend though. So yeah, that's that on that. Okay, so that is it for this first episode of Intern 101. Thank you so much for watching. In the next video, I will be talking some more about what I did within the digital media, digital marketing department at Monumental Partners. And I will also be giving out some more tips on how to be like more productive at work itself and some of the experiences I had, and I hope you can learn from what I went through. It was pretty interesting. So I do hope you join me in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, keep being productive.